What's up, guys? This is the real Swag King 1, or Josh, as some of you may not know. This will be my first official video, my first ever official video. It goes up on my YouTube channel, my first ever official video. So, like, subscribe, comment, leave any ideas about what I'm doing wrong, what I'm not doing right. Any feedback helps. Actually, I'm gonna leave some link in the description to my social media, to my Twitter. I don't have an Instagram, but I make one. I don't know yet. If I do, I'll add that to the description too. I may even have my Snapchat, so you guys can get back to me. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment. It's my first ever video that goes up, so please don't expect a great video as far as quality goes. This is gonna be me I'm pretty much doing a playthrough. This is me doing a playthrough of my NBA MyCareer. This is not my first season with the Cavs. This is actually my second season. That's why I'm listed as an 88 overall, not as your typical rookie. This is my second year with the Cavs. Off season went too well to us. We lost a lot of pieces. We lost Isaiah Thomas. We lost Derrick Rose. I don't remember else we lost, but I know we did lose a lot of pieces that the team could have used the very next season. Considering now I know where I stand with the team. We have Tim Frazier as our starter. He's not the best point guard in the world. So we definitely have to. And we have to work with what we have, and it's a really hard adjustment on us as a team. It's a hard adjustment for us to make, because now we have to get used to a whole new point guard. Good pass. Yeah. So there's a lot of adjustments we had to make this year as a team. There's a lot of adjustments we have to make. That's my fault. I kind of got distracted. I was looking at my phone. But yeah, this is my first real video. This is my first playthrough, something like this. And my archetype is a shot creating slasher. So obviously my attacking is a lot better than my shooting will be. But I'm not a terrible shooter, but my shooting can definitely be a lot better. I think one place we are missing Isaiah Thomas is the shooting, the offense. We miss him on the offense. A lot of times it feels like we're playing 5-on-4. Like we're playing a guy short. So it feels like we play one man short. I can actually, if I can, I'm gonna show you. So I mean, it's kind of like, one thing Isaiah Thomas gave us was the ability to knock down outside jumpers. That's something Tim just doesn't have. And it's kind of disheartening, because we don't have, if you don't have that outside shooting presence, it's a lot harder, to open up the offense. And so pretty much, yeah. So it's a lot harder without him. Oh, that's a good move. And you guys are thinking, if I'm a small forward, why am I playing shooting guard? Well, because I'm a small forward, and I'm at a higher level. And the Cavs, they won't have the heart to start me over LeBron James, even though they did it my rookie year. I'm pretty sure it was just for resting purposes, but LeBron was coming off the bench. So one thing they have done to combat that is start me at shooting guard. They put me at shooting guard to help us set out a much taller lineup. And set up a taller lineup. So now we have pretty much, I don't know how tall Frazier is, but then you go 6'9", 6'8", 6'11", or 6'10" with Love, and now 7 foot with Zizit. So now you pretty much have a mainly 6 foot lineup, which is a lot better for us, because your average shooting guard ain't that tall, or he's not 6'9", 240 pounds, excuse me. He can't attack the paint like I'm able to, so it makes it a lot easier. for us to be up on the teams who don't have as big of players. That was a good ball movement. Carter blew it. Actually, that's another thing. You know, my size gives me ability to get offensive rebounds. It's a no. I think I made it a pretty good. I have a pretty good setup for my archetype. You know, I pretty much want to model myself after a guy like LeBron. You know, I am a LeBron fan. You know, I model myself after his setup. You know, tall with the ability to attack the rim. That's a good play. You know, so if I was able to model myself after him, I was able to set myself up to have a good year. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, like I said, it's my first video, so like I said, don't expect a lot. Don't expect it to be great. Got that. And pretty much this is pretty much our offense right here. You know, we don't have like I said, we don't have a truly dominant point guard anymore. I'm actually thinking about requesting a trade from Cleveland to go to a team that I feel like I can maybe showcase a little bit more with a more complete team. But I feel like this is a complete team right now. You know, I feel like this is a complete team for me. You know, not having the point guard is a tough situation to have. You know, I'm trying to work up to get to a 90 overall, so I can because once you get to 90 overall in 2K, you can pretty much ask for your certain players. You can request trades. You can adjust rotations. Oh, good move, Tony. I'll give him that one. That was really nice. Man, you can request certain players to be brought in. You can request trades for certain teammates. Adjust lineups, all that. And I feel like if I got the chance to do that, it'd be a lot easier for me to adjust our offense, because then I'll be able to bring in a much better point guard, more capable point guard to adjust their offense around. But right now the best thing we have as far as point guards go is Shammy. Shammy is pretty much our backup point guard. He's the best thing we have as far as offense goes, as far as point guards, because Frazier, he doesn't have much of an offensive repertoire. I don't know. Maybe I seen him one game score over 10 points. We're only 5 games into the season. We're only 6 games in, but that's kind of hard to do, because this is an offense that predicates itself on having a good point guard. Cavs go from having Kyrie to having Isaiah Thomas. I know they aren't doing too well right now, but hey, it's a process. I still think the Cavs are gonna make it to the finals. I still think they're gonna win. I think it's all a thing for the Cavs. It's all the same old thing for them. I think they'll adjust themselves by the time. I think this All-Star weekend is gonna do a lot of good for us. It'll allow us to fix what we don't have. It'll allow us to fix what we don't have. It'll allow us to fix some stuff to get our offense right. It'll allow us to get a lot of stuff right. So second half of the season, that's when the Cavs usually shine. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too stressed out, because I know how the Cavs are. They've been the same way since since LeBron came back. They've been the exact same way. Now, do I think the Cavs need to fix some stuff? Of course. Do I think some guys need to go? Of course. I do think the Cavs have to get some trades done if we want to get better, because obviously Celtics are adding guys left and right. Everyone's adding new guys left and right, but we're just sitting here adding next to nobody. Good shot, Shammy. That's one thing I actually like about Shammy, the fact that his jumper is so good. He helps. He's a great open floor threat. He's usually the first guy we look for. In transition, he's the first guy I look for to kick the ball out to. So it makes it a lot. It makes it fun. It makes it fun. It makes it a lot easier knowing we have a good backup point guard. Oh man, we try to get a lead. Now we just kind of blow it. Do I feel like the Cavs have a chance to make this year? Of course. I feel like everyone has a chance. I feel like they have a good chance. The East still isn't as strong as it once was. the Celtics are easily the toughest team we have in the East. But do I believe Kyrie can carry a team to the finals with, you know, the team, the guys he has around him? I don't think so. So do I think the Celtics have a chance to play the Cavs this year in the playoffs? I'm not counting them out, but I'm not saying I'm not saying, you know, bite your tongue and expect the Celtics to win, but I'm also not saying don't expect the Celtics to walk away with it. You know, we all know how LeBron gets in the playoffs. He becomes a whole different player. We know how the team becomes in the second half of the season. The Cavs in the second half of the season are always 10 times better than they were in the first half. You know, they adjust properly, and with the trade deadline coming up, you know, Lou Williams getting his extension, and now that's pretty much setting him up to be traded. The Cavs looking to go for DeAndre because the Clippers want to go back to a younger squad. It makes it a lot easier, you know, and it makes it, you know, an obvious target for us now. So do I believe the Cavs are gonna try to target guys like DeAndre and Lou Williams? I honestly hope so, because DeAndre, he will help us as far as interior goes. Tristan Thompson, I love the guy, but I think it's time for him to go. You know, the guy has done a terrific job for us in his time with Cleveland, but you know, all good things gotta come to an end. Guys like JR, he might have to go. Shump, Fry, they're all tradable assets, but at the end of the day, it'll help us in the long run. So yeah, if we're able to land a guy like DeAndre Jordan, you know, he gives us an inside presence. He gives the Cavs an inside presence that we haven't had yet all year. You know, Kevin Love getting hurt actually has definitely hurt us a lot more than is going to hurt us a lot more. But, you know, I think, like I said, you know, I have faith in them. So I have faith that everything will go back to the way it used to be. You know, Cavs are going to run away in the second half of the season. You know, they're going to set themselves up well. Top 2 seeds, clearly. Back to the finals. And hopefully back against the Warriors. So you know, do we all want to see Celtics? Do you all want to see Cavs Warriors Part 4? I don't know. But do I think if it happens, you know, if it does happen, see, I don't know, because the Warriors are a great team. They've been playing well all year. You know, so you never know. But for the Warriors, adding Durant has been their game changer. Clearly, you know, he's clearly been the best addition they've ever had. But you know, hey, for the Warriors, this would be a good time for them. Yeah, you know, if the Cavs actually win the finals this year, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of big moves made. You know, one of the guys the Cavs wanted to target this year was guys like DeMarcus Cousins in a trade, but hey, now he's out for the year, so now we can't think about that. And so DeAndre Jordan is pretty much our second best option. Go for a contact dunk. Nope. Damn it. Osman's a pretty good shooter. Not there. Hey, pretty much, you know, this is it's not. No, it hasn't been our best year, but hey, I think we all know how the Cavs play, and that's pretty much how they play. You know, they have their flaws. You know, they don't play well for a good stretch of the time, and everyone starts freaking out. Everyone starts criticizing them. Everyone starts saying, you know, this is pretty much where the Cavs aren't, you know, relevant anymore. Like we're falling off the cliff. And then before you know it, we're right back to playing terrific basketball, back to winning. And before you know, everyone is a Cavs fan again. You know, so I'm not too worried about it. That's my fault. I shouldn't have done that. I'm not too worried about how we play. I'm not too worried about how the season's gonna finish out for us, because we all know how it's gonna end up. Cavs back in the finals again. You know, do I want to see them play the Warriors again? Yeah, but do I feel like playing them would be our best bet to win? I don't know. You know, I feel like maybe, you know, a team like Houston is our best chance, because, you know, if Isaiah Thomas can definitely play better. If we can play a team like Houston, It actually no, I'm not even gonna put that much of a praise on it yet. I'm gonna put it to the point where let's see how they play in the second half. Let's see how they play in the second half of the season. Let's see what adjustments can be made, and let's see what happens for us. But hey, I don't know. But actually, I don't see why I'm getting deep into basketball talk. I'm not much of a basketball person. I'm more of a football guy. So if you want to go with that, let's talk about the football season. Let's talk about that. But that's for another time, for another video. I'm gonna do some Madden playthroughs. Then that's what we can really discuss some stuff. But back to the game. All right, we're hitting halftime. Only a 2-point game. We've definitely played down because we haven't lost. The Spurs haven't won. But this is kind of where, like I said, we lack to have a great have a solid point guard. This is kind of where us not having a good point guard kind of comes back to bias, because now we have to adjust the offense around certain players. You guys, like, you had to adjust the offense around me, LeBron, Love, and Zizic. Because if Frazier is a better offensive player, then we can spread the floor out. We can get everyone to touch. But Frazier, he's obviously the point guard, so he's gonna touch the ball the most out of everybody on the court. It's hard to run a good offense when your point guard's really, really, really iffy on the offensive side. That's my open third. I'll take that. Damn it. That's kind of usually the type of threes I want to take. I want to set you up with a hesitation move, then pull it. Good play, Zizic. No one recovered, so now that's kind of my fault. So now we're back down to a point. But hey, this is kind of where, like I said, this is where we miss having an inside presence. Thompson, like I said, if I'm bringing it up earlier, he's not playing right now. He's injured for our season. Man, I'm not hitting jumpers today. What am I shooting? 18 of 13. I mean, 13. That's not good. Wow. So Spurs are definitely playing better than us right now, as far as they're making all the proper stops. We're struggling to get the right shots to fall. That's my assist. But so we just gotta see how well we play it out. That's our ball. Good play. That was a bad play on their part, but we played. I think Love did good by not going for the ball. I shouldn't have did that. Send back up. Free not to Frazier. Let's shot some. See if he can make it. Nope. Yeah, that's kind of my point. Frazier is not the offensive threat we want him to be, and it is really, I feel like down the stretch is gonna kill us in the long run. It's going to absolutely cost us so much. It's gonna cost us a lot of games. It's gonna cost us. I got lucky bounce for that, but it's gonna cost us a lot of games down the stretch. It's gonna cost us a lot of wins down the stretch, and it's gonna really affect our offense in the way we don't want it to be affected. I feel like our offense is based on everyone getting points. Even Thompson gets a decent amount of scoring in when he's out there. But when your point guard, who's the guy who's supposed to be the most effective distributor of the ball, he's not doing anything. When he's not doing anything, it's a lot harder to work a good offense. Which is kind of glad why we use Shammy. Shammy, he's our backup point guard, even though he's a shooting guard. He's if you ask me, without debate, he's a much better replacement. I would rather have Shammy start at point guard, because he's actually going to give us an offense. Now he's the defender. I don't know. Actually, I would prefer to have Shumpert at point guard, honestly, because at least we know Shumpert can give you a little bit of offense when his shot's going down, and defensively we can rely on him. JR, I'd rather use him. There's a lot of guys I could prefer to use on the offensive end that aren't Frazier. Yeah, it's kind of my thing. Shooting open threes, they're usually the iffiest part of my game. 3-pointers, shooting outside the perimeter is not my It's like my biggest question mark. I would love to shoot that. Oh, that was a good play. Yeah, last year was a good year for me as far as my rookie season went. You know, we won the finals, won an MVP, won finals MVP, and rookie of the year. So I feel like I got cheated out of defensive player of the year. You know, I was averaging close to, I think, 12 rebounds. I could check my stats after the game is over. A few blocks a game. And I feel like right now I'm the early on favorite to win rookie defensive player of the year because I'm averaging about 4 steals a game. Because I believe early in the year, I don't remember which game it was, but I actually had a quadruple double. I wish I could have, you know, thought of that and recorded that for gameplay, for a video. That would have been actually perfect. You know, I believe I had double-digit points, steals, and double-digit points, steals, rebounds, and assists. Actually, bringing up Shumpert, and he's in, and Smith. So this is actually good. This is this kind of right lineup where we don't have the shooters. We don't have the automatic shooter of Shumpert, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, this is gonna be my first real video. It goes up, so it's not gonna be a lot to, you know, brag about. Actually, if you want to talk about a funny little joke, a little story, I was actually just recording this. I've been recording this for a couple minutes now. I don't know how long this video is going to be right now, but we'll see that how long it goes when I edit it after this is over. I'm probably just gonna do one game. You know, we're gonna just call it after this. But yeah, after I was doing this, I broke out, you know, headset, started recording. I'm recording this to my PS4. And I was doing all that. I was that's JR, that's open. That's easy 3 points. Well, yeah, I was recording it because I use this headset. You know, I think it's with some of my buddies. I was sitting here, had my headset all plugged in. I did the intro. I did my intro. Sorry guys, the editing cut out, but like I said, you know, I was actually recording this. I got my intro all done. You know, I was sitting here, I was talking, and I realized I never had my headset turned on. You know, I had it off, so I was pretty much sitting here talking to myself. So that's kind of funny because this is my first video. I didn't, you know, check all the. I probably should have checked if I had my headset set up. But yeah, that was kind of. I thought that was kind of funny. But you know, hey, you know, that goes to show you gotta pay attention to what you're doing. But yeah, so, and we haven't done too much this year. We only played 5 games, so right now we're still pretty much in the feeling out phase of what we're gonna do. You know, we know the team we have set up around us. It's just about what can we fix, about what can we add to make the team that much better. I was gonna say swing it out to JR. He made that, so I'll give him that much credit. But you know, yeah, this is pretty much gonna be the one thing I do. This is probably gonna be the last. This is probably gonna be the only game I do for the day. I might do another video, maybe like a Madden playthrough or something of a franchise season. I don't really know yet. You know, that's gonna depend on if I want to sit down and record and edit again. I have 4 fouls and they're all reach-ins. I'm actually in serious danger of fouling out right now, so I have to really watch myself. I really have to watch myself right now. That's usually the thing I never do. I never foul out. Actually, if I get into foul trouble, it's because I'm doing a lot of, you know, trying to block a lot of shots. I don't have a block yet, which is kind of surprising considering, you know, how tall my players and how much I like trying to play inside and get a lot of blocks. But as I struggle to find stuff to talk about, You see right here, good play. Yeah, so yeah, this is kind of where my point keeps reiterating. You know, we don't have there's a lot of stuff we had to fix from last year's team. And pull that. Shouldn't have done that. And actually, no, I do not have it on Hall of Fame right now with the difficulty. I'm actually contemplating setting it up once we get past All-Star Weekend. 3 points. Nope, he didn't. Okay. I'm actually thinking about, you know, switching it to Hall of Fame once the All-Star Weekend is over. If he makes that. No. Love got it. Love blew it. He got himself, though. I'm actually, yeah, so I'm probably going to set it to Hall of Fame difficulty after the season's over, which will be a lot tougher for us. But hey, you know, it'll make my videos a lot more interesting. It'll make our games a lot more interesting. It'll make me have to play a lot smarter. Shammy. I know Shammy has a great jump shot, but I don't think it's that great. I'm pulling a 3-2. Yeah, that's something I kind of learned about my player early, that I'm not gonna have a great jump shot. There's games actually I make a lot more threes. There's some games where I can hit almost any three I pull up. There's some games the best look can't fall. Okay, got me on that. I wouldn't have been mad if he made that. Let's go pick and roll. I probably should have kicked that out later, but you know, I was kind of in a position where I was looking at going to Love and Crowder. I can make that. I can't. Yeah, I just can't seem to make any jump shots. I'm almost back to a 50% shooting. Like I said, you know, leave comments. You know, leave suggestions in the comments below. And this is gonna go to my YouTube channel. I actually do have a Twitch. I haven't really used it yet. The only videos I have on here are technically live streams, if you may have seen it. You know, me and some buddies were talking about trying to expand out, do some other stuff. You know, like going like vlogs, you know, like podcasts. Actually, we were talking about this a couple days ago after the Super Bowl. You know, I don't know how serious they were, but you know, I feel like it'd be a great idea for us. You know, because we're a pretty fun group of guys. I mean, we'd have a lot of stuff to, you know, joke about with a podcast, a lot of stuff to joke about with vlogs. You know, so there'd be a lot of variety for us to do. There'd be a lot of variety for us. But okay, so now we're into the fourth quarters. Now this is where it gets to, you know, crunch time. You know, this is where it gets down to crunch time. This is where it gets down to, you know, big time plays. This is kind of where I actually miss playing small forward, because I would get to go against Kawhi, and Kawhi's clearly San Antonio's best player. So it would be a lot more fun for me to go against their top player and their top defender, because you know, I like the challenge of going against a top defender. Excuse me. There's Rudy Gay outside. Nope. I have no idea why I just shot that. As far as the team goes, I know we do have to get some new pieces. Point guard clearly is our biggest worry. And you see right now they don't have Frazier out. They actually have Shammy playing point guard for us, which I do feel like is a lot smarter, because we're going to get offense out of Shammy, and if we got to put this game away, using Shammy is our best option as far as offense goes. We don't have Love out. Crowder, I feel like, I don't know. I do like Jay Crowder, because he's more, I feel like he's definitely more aggressive than Love is as far as the paint play goes. Okay, I gotta start closing in on Seth Curry. I gotta start closing on him. He's giving me a little bit of a problem in the paint. Oh, Seth Curry making steals. Okay, Seth Curry's made back-to-back plays for us, so now we kind of have to kind of concentrate a little bit more. Yeah, it's my first time ever doing something like this, doing like a full video. Let's see what LeBron can do. I'm counting on you, LeBron. Pull that, pull it. You know you can. Okay, swings out to Crowder, who's probably gonna miss that. Oh no, okay, I'm sorry. Frazier's getting set up to come back in, so we gotta try to get as much points as we can between now and the next dead ball. Hopefully we can put this. Hopefully we can put a good lead between us and them. I feel like we haven't had that most of the game. I think it said the biggest lead was 9, so we haven't really had a good stranglehold on them all day, or something. We usually want to do. I want to get a good lead on you and then cruise the rest of the way. Which is pretty much basketball. Oh, good move by LeBron. He should have shot that. He had the step back right there. He had the step back open, and he just didn't do it. And he's making a street throw, so that's a double bonus. And they're still not bringing Love out. I don't think he's hurt or anything. I'm pretty sure he's just. They're gonna probably rotate him in with the next groups, with the next, subs. Oh wow, I have to stop doing that. Okay, I didn't pay for that the way I should have. The guy they sub in is a rookie we drafted I'm guessing, or the offseason, Bob Timmer, whatever his name is. He's actually not too bad of a player. He kind of is like a Kevin Love. He's a good floor spacer. He can knock down jumpers. And he can play inside. He can play at the 3 or the 4. So he kind of mimics a Kevin Love. A smaller version of Kevin Love. I believe he's a true 4. He mimics a true 4, but he definitely plays more of a Kevin Love. He can step back, hit jumpers, pass the ball, get some rebounds. LeBron's gonna go. Oh, nice pass. Damn it, Jesus, you gotta make those. Timmerman to Frazier, back out to me. Let's go pick. And we're back up to 9. So yeah, this is kind of where our offense gets. This is kind of where I feel like I can command the offense when we run nothing but pick and roll. And pick and roll, that's usually my best play. I just call it usually nothing but pick and roll near the end of the game, where I want to either increase my lead or get some good points out. Pick and roll or pick and fade. Either get some easy jumpers or some easy inside buckets. I think I did a good job guarding Curry on that, but Murray just made the 3, so that's kind of not even on me. And this is kind of, like I said, this is kind of where Frazier, he's better than Isaiah, but he's not, because he's bigger. I believe him and Isaiah are the same. He's no bigger than Isaiah is. Oh God, did I really just do that? That was not even necessary. That was pretty much being athletic. So I guess that's that's pretty much what I can do. I can get up and dunk. Okay, now they have him against Frazier. That was bound out. Okay, so he should got an and 1, but we got lucky. So yeah, today hasn't been too bad of a game for us. We've had a lot to work down on. We have a lot to fix. We have a lot to work on. I probably should have kicked that out to LeBron. He was wide open. I wanted to see with the attack first. I actually, yeah, as you can see right there, they're shooting better than this. They're shooting 10% better than this. I should have attacked the ball a little bit smarter than that. 2 of 8 from 3. Once I get to a certain point, I kind of realize I need to stop shooting. Timmerman, you gotta make those, buddy. Frazier kind of got a lucky bump steal. That's it. That was a good one. I actually didn't think I was making that either. I kind of just pulled that in hopes. Yeah, so Love's gonna come in. He's probably gonna come in for either Timmerman, or they're gonna push Love down to the 5, which I would. If they do that, it would be a little bit smarter, because then you go back to having 4 shooters on the floor. I consider myself a shooter, not really. I consider myself a slasher, more as far as true styles go. Well, that was a nice pass. Ah, damn it! He could have made. He could have took a lot better shot than that. He not have to make that a floater. He could have just make that a straight layup or a dunk. Don't leave Murray open. I'm literally having my eyes painted to the corner and watching Murray. I don't trust him all the way. Okay, as long as they went in one. But Jesus has his force fouls. Coming down the stretch with 3 minutes left. This is kind of where we don't need our guys in foul trouble, our bigger guys. Okay, so Timberlake comes out, so that's fine. Okay, and Zella missed both free throws, so that actually helped us out. That helped us out a lot more. It'd be our first double-digit lead, and Kawhi's pulling that. I didn't even notice I had trouble. I honestly didn't even realize I had triple double just yet. I just realized it, and now I'm kind of on the Gatorade logo, so that means I'm pretty much low on energy. Good play, Zizic. Zizic is kind of an interesting story for us as far as my career goes. You know, we had him all last season. We didn't play him. He didn't play in the start. You know, he didn't even see any rotational time. I think he was under the rest list, under the rest department on the roster. No, the playoffs come around. Playoff time's coming around. About 2 weeks, well, maybe 5 games left in the season. Tristan Thompson hurts his foot, I think. Hurts his foot or his ankle or his knee. And, you know, he's going to have to miss at least 2 weeks. You know, we knew he was going to be back by the time before the first round probably was over. Or he was going to be back. He was going to be back before the playoffs were over, so we knew that much. But now we're pretty much in a dilemma where who's starting at center for us now. You know, I think we had Channing Frye start a couple games. Yeah, we had Channing Frye start a couple games. We had Love start a couple games at center. They pushed LeBron down to the 4, or they pushed me down to the 4. And in opening game of the playoffs, Zizic, who has not, like I said, hasn't started all year for us, hasn't started nor played. First NBA start comes in game 1 of the playoffs, and actually did very well. You know, had a double. You know, scored fairly good. Got a good bunch of rebounds for us. Played some good defense, and you know, now I think that showing last year has got him a chance to, you know, give us a good amount of rotational time. Now he's our true backup center. Now he's our, you know, more of our true backup center, which is, you know, I think that was a good, you know, a good setup for him. That's kind of on me. I should have been back. I should have been playing for defense. Coming down to the last 2 minutes, we're up 10. I'm not saying this game is over, but you know, I like to think we got a good lead on them. That was a good switch. Yeah, it's more likely my only game I do for the day as far as 2K goes. That's my first block. So now we're up 12. You know, this is kind of where we get to the point where you pretty much want to wrap the game up. So now he's sticking to me. So I kind of gotta wait. Ooh, that was a nice pass. That was a nice pass. I definitely shouldn't have thought about that, but that was definitely ended better than I predicted it to go. So good defense, low to the pass. Still recovered and made it, but that's okay. Leonard's got 25. I have 41. Actually, I think through the first 5 games, I'm actually second in the league in scoring right now. That puts us to 5-0. 5-0. Frazier has the open 3, and he made it. Okay, Tim Frazier. I have no idea how many points that gives him, but I believe that might be his first point of the day. So that might be his first points of the night. I actually hope it's not, because, you know, if that's the case, Frazier needs to do a lot better. So he's looking right now, Minnick with 41 points, 19 boards, 11 dimes. Oh, good shot. Good shot. That was a great shot, actually. That was a terrific shot. Yeah, so this has actually not been too bad of a video. You know, definitely went longer than I kind of thought it was gonna go. I definitely should have played on a faster game speed. Either faster game speed. I actually might, you know, try to edit and clip it out somehow. But you know, it's a solid win, 108 to 95. I think it's a 14-6 run to finish out the game, so that's kind of that definitely will push this out. We played some good defense on the stretch, played some good offense on the stretch. Okay, I got my post-spin tactician. I've been kind of wanting to get that out the way. Closing on my first Hall of Fame badge. Hopefully I get it before my second season's over. I probably will, considering how much I drive to the rim. I puts me up at 37 points, almost 8 million fans. I was hoping to get this guy. I didn't want to do a post-game interview. I wanted to do like the post-game because those usually take a lot longer. Yeah, 41, 11 boards, 19 with 100% free throw. I think I only took 2 free throws, so. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna end it right here. So actually, it was great talking to you. It was great, you know, doing this first ever video. Yeah, it's the first ever video. You know, this is gonna be going up probably for the end of the day. Yeah, it was great, you know, being here doing all this. Definitely my first time video. I know there's a lot of stuff I gotta fix, a lot of stuff I gotta work on. But it was definitely great, you know, being here, doing all this. You know, I'm happy I got this, you know, done. I got this out of the way. I was definitely interested in trying to do this. You know, me and my friends were talking about doing it, and it kind of just got inspired to do it. So, oh yeah, this is my first ever video. So, like I said, you know, like, subscribe, comment below what you would like to see me fix. You know, what I haven't been doing right. Any suggestions too. You know, like I said, any bit of, you know, criticism helps. Yeah, this has been the Real Swag King 1, or Josh, and I am signing out.